What's going on, NinBuzz community, and welcome back for another episode of Community Choice. As always, I'm your host, RedFalconGames, and last week the question was, what was your favorite game of 2012? And I'm here to reveal the answers, so why don't we get into it. In 5th place is Kid Icarus Uprising for the Nintendo 3DS. This is a game that I played a way back recently when it came out, and it was really good. I loved the whole battle combat system, the story was really good, and it was just hours of great gameplay. It was an adventure type game, and I really enjoyed it. My favorite part of it was probably flying and taking down the enemies in the air. That was just, the 3D on that was incredible, and that game is just really good. Go play it if you haven't already. Kid Icarus Uprising won 5th place. In 4th place is Paper Mario Sticker Star with 9% of the votes for the Nintendo 3DS. That game released recently. I haven't been able to finish it. From what I've played, it's pretty good. I like it. I'm a bit upset that there aren't that many story elements, which has been a staple to the Paper Mario series ever since it came out. But, I mean, the battle combat is pretty fun, I'm not going to lie. And the whole sticker thing is really interesting, and it throws a new spin to an already great series. In 3rd place is Nintendo Land for the Wii U with 15% of the votes. This game is just a blast to play with friends. I can't explain that enough. Many people compare it to Wii Sports. I think it's uncomparable to Wii Sports. There are so many more games and so much more you can do with Nintendo Land, even if you don't have friends to play with, which is kind of unfortunate. But you could play it by yourself, and it is still a good time. I just think getting some friends together and playing Mario Chase or Luigi's Mansion, that is just endless amounts of fun, and that is a great game. Nintendo Land got 3rd place. In 2nd place was New Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U with 23% of the votes. I just played this recently, and my mindset going in was like, oh, this is going to be just like the New Super Mario Bros. Wii thing. It's not going to be that great, but I was really breathtaken by it. It looks fantastic with the 1080p HD on the Wii U. It looks so good. The new flying squirrel ability is so much fun. Oh, it just feels good when you're flying. It's really cool. And there are just a lot of different things about it to New Super Mario Bros. Wii U, or Wii, excuse me. Like, yeah, it is the same type of game exactly, but it's just new and revamped, and it's very good. I think it's a really good game, and that got 2nd place. In 1st place was my favorite game of 2012, and that is Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 versions. This year, it was a surprise to find out that Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 were coming out, because most people pretty much assumed that there was going to be a Pokemon Gray, which would be kind of the 3rd installment to the series where they improved some things. It looked a bit different. Your more legendaries were available. But no, they totally made new games and edited the Unova region into different areas that you could access, and it looked different too. What I loved about it was over 300 Pokemon were available to you before you even got the national dex. Now, in the first Black and White games, you only encountered and you could only have Pokemon from the 5th generation before you got the national dex, which was kind of annoying because I was so, like, I was trying to get used to these new Pokemon. I got sick of seeing all these new Pokemon, and I wanted to see the classics. I wanted to see, like, you can get Riolu in the beginning of that game, even though it's not a classic. You can get Growlithe in the beginning of that game. You can get Mareep. There are just so many good Pokemon that are from the previous generations that you could train and have in Pokemon Black and White 2 versions. And I just really enjoyed the game so much. The story wasn't as strong as the first one, but the overall gameplay was really, really impressive. Alright, let's get on to next week's question. As you may or may not have known, you should know, Pokemon X and Y has been announced, and there's a trailer for it. I'll put a link to it in the description below. But basically, they announced the 3 starters, so I want you guys to vote below which is your favorite, Chespin, Froakie, or Fennekin, in the comments below. I know there hasn't been much released about them, like stats or their other evolutions, so I just want to know, as of now, your first impressions, which starters do you think you're going to choose? So put that in the comments below. I'm RedFalconGames. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Community Choice. As always, you can come by my channel and find some Nintendo Let's Plays there if you're interested in that. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to comment below, Chespin, Froakie, or Fennekin. I will see you guys next week.